What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, indeed. Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Adam, and Adam wanted to see me react to this song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers called I Could Have Lied. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by GEC 2006, okay? And the video has 12.8 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I Could Have Lied. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
There must be something in the way I feel that she don't want me to feel. Starship bears a cut me. I don't care. You see, so what if I bleed? Like I never change what I feel. My face will never show what is now real. Never seem to have the need to speak. A look that shares so many seas. The sweetest feeling I got from you, the things I said to you were true.
Not at all what I was expecting from a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. Very, very subdued. Very stripped down to just like bare essentials. Acoustic guitar with a lot of gain on it. Like the presence and the gain on it are very being very well, I heard, well established. More presence, I think. It's very bright sounding. You can hear every time he moves his fingers up or down the string, you can hear that slide. And not from a notational standpoint, just from the sound of fingertip on string sound. Bass and drums are, to say stripped down and simple would be a severe understatement. Just doing what is needed, just doing what is absolutely necessary, and absolutely nothing more than that. Vocally, I will say Anthony sounds pretty good on this, actually. I'm not really hearing the nasal tone that you would hear from him from the earlier days. And I think that's mainly due because he's not really projecting. He's not really pushing. He's not trying to sing loudly. He's singing very reservedly. And as a result, he's eliminating that nasally tone. It sounds good. It does sound good. Everything that I'm hearing does sound good. Everything I'm hearing is pleasing to the ear. I have no problem with this song. It's just not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting something more upbeat, more funk, more drive, more energy. And this is definitely not that. But like I said, I got no issue with it. I got no problem with it. It's not at all what I was expecting. Anyway, let's get back into this.
Like it never changes what I feel. My face will never show what is not real. Could have lied, I'm such a fool. My eyes can never keep their cool. Showed her and I told her how she struck me, but I'm fucked up now.
The guitar solo. I liked it. It's very, very conducive to the style of song. I know John can do, or I don't know, is this John on this? This is earlier. This might be Josh, actually. Whichever the case may be, I know they're both very accomplished guitar players, and I know they're both very capable of playing far more sophisticated, far more intricate, far more difficult solo styles. But for this type of a song, that would not work. It would not. You need a guitar solo that's... Okay, first of all, does the song even need a guitar solo? I don't think it does, but I think putting a guitar solo is definitely a nice addition. I think the song would have been fine without one, though. But since they're going to do one, what was done, that's kind of stripped down solo style. Not trying to be impressive with like sweep picking or tapping or hammer-ons and pull-offs, just a nice, easy, melodic style solo, some nice bends, some nice sustains. I think that was exactly what the song called for, is from a solo standpoint. And then having the acoustic underneath it, very nicely done. That was needed. I'm glad they didn't take the acoustic out for the sake of the guitar solo. They kept it in and kept the song sounding fuller. Yeah, very well done. Very well done. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
You see, she hides 'cause she is scared, but I don't care. I won't be spared. Could've lied, I'm such a fool. My eyes can never keep their cool. Showed her and I told her how she struck me, but I'm fucked up now. I could've lied, I'm such a fool. My eyes can never keep their cool.
That drum pattern is ridiculously simple.
How she struck me, but I'm fucked up now.
like they're doubling the acoustic. Right on that last phrase, it sounded like they doubled up on the acoustic and they added a second acoustic voice. One with the original guitar with the nylon strings, and then it sounded to me like they added a second acoustic on top of it with steel strings. Because I heard two very distinct tones coming out of the acoustic line, and I did hear them layered, so that's interesting. And they only added it in for the last phrase of the song. That's kind of smart, actually, when you think about it, just to kind of make the ending stand out. You know what I mean? Just by adding another voice and layering it on top of the other one. I think that's really cool, actually. They did a really good job with that. Not at all what I was expecting, but not unpleasant. Definitely not unpleasant. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Red Hot Chili Peppers with I Could Have Lied. This was a request from Adam. Okay, I already talked at length about anything that really needed to be discussed during the course of the reaction, so I'm just going to touch on some bullet points real quick, and we will probably have a pretty short review here. Then again, you know me, I might go off on a tangent, and the next thing you know, we're here for another 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see how this goes, I guess. Let's start off with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm going to surprise some people with this score. I'm going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
The song was not complex from a songwriting standpoint, from a chordal selection standpoint, from a chordal progression standpoint, from a melodic line standpoint, from the bass line to the drum pattern. It was, even the guitar playing, nothing complex, nothing mind-blowing. At the same time, my mind was slightly blown. And hear me out on this. When you see the name Red Hot Chili Peppers, what's the first thing that pops into your mind, right? Rock, funk, something upbeat, something driving. That's what comes into my mind anyways. So when I started to hear this song, I was kind of taken back. I was like, what? What is this? But as I was listening to it, I was like, okay, all right, look, there's nothing wrong with, having a ballad in there. Sure, why not? You want to definitely play to your audience and give as many demographics as you can possibly can. Give them a chance to get into your album. So it makes perfect sense. Just not at all was what I was expecting, and that's where I had the little bit of the mind blow, because even though I wasn't expecting a song like this, there was no mistaking it's the Chili Peppers without question, and it sounded great. Even its simplicity, I think that's part of the reason why it worked so well. Playing a simply constructed song like this, as stripped down as they did, really gave that sense of intimacy, really gave that sense of closeness. And I really think that was what blew my mind more than anything else, is the fact that they pulled it off as cleanly and as well as they did, as stripped down and as simplified as they did. Could they have played something more complex while being this stripped down with their sound? I think they could have, but it would be like a hippopotamus wearing a ballerina tutu. I think it would have looked, it would have not looked, but I think it would have sounded really weird. For what they were going for, I believe what they did was exactly what needed to be done from a playing standpoint to fit the context of the direction of the song. Stripped down, simplified, right down to the drumming, the drum pattern. Boy, they were seriously. He was playing the "We Will Rock You," drum pattern. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. That's what he did pretty much the entire time, along with the hi-hat. Playing those 8s, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and In the whole time, that's what the drums did. Nothing overly complex, never changing up, keeping it as stripped down and simple as possible. Same thing for the bass playing, root note playing the entire time, just to hold down the bottom end. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you're going for, and that is exactly what I have a feeling the Chili Peppers were going for with this. The guitar playing, even the guitar playing. Now, I'm not sure who the guitar player was here. I'm not sure if it was John or Josh. I really don't know, but whichever one it is, I know they're both very accomplished guitar players, and they're both capable of doing so much more with the guitar. But if they did, I think they would have ruined the song. It would have completely overshadowed everything else that was happening within the song for the sake of being, impressive. So what was being played on the guitars, I think, was just fine and was necessary for the song. The highlight of the song, believe it or not, I can't believe I'm going to say this, Anthony Kiedis' vocals. This early, from what I remember, from what I saw anyway, on the screen, that was the album cover for Blood Sugar Sex Magik. Now, that was very early in their career. That was back in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Hearing Anthony Kiedis' vocals in the 80s, late 80s, in other songs that we've heard from them, more upbeat, energetic, more powerful songs, his vocals are very nasally. There's a lot of nasal tone happening within his tone, within his vocals. I didn't hear that here. And the reason being is because he wasn't trying to push. He wasn't trying to play or sing loudly. He wasn't trying to sing powerfully. He was singing in a much more reserved style. And as a result, the nasal tone by default disappeared. And we heard some actually really nice melodic singing from him. Probably, in all honesty, probably the highlight of the song for me were his vocals. Sounded really good. Really good. Now, overall, this is one of those instances where you take all the parts. You've heard the saying before. I don't know the exact saying, but the sum is greater than the equal of its parts or something like that. That's what you get here. You got some really good drumming. You got some really good solid bass playing, working together very conducively. Some really good guitar playing over the top, very tastefully done, with some really good vocals. But you bring them all together in this context, all fitting together like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, and honestly, you get a great song. You really do. And like I said, this is not normally my cup of tea. This really isn't, but there's no denying the song is pretty. It's really pretty, and it's really, really well done. So, yeah, I gotta give it to him, man. Great song. Nothing that'll ever go on a playlist. I can promise you that. This will never end up on a playlist. And in all honesty, I'll probably never listen to this song ever again if I can help it. I like their more upbeat, energetic songs, but at the same time, there's no denying this is a great tune. So 8.2, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So 8.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.